Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these really adorable daisy chain bracelets. They are pretty beginner friendly because they're pretty easy to make and they're also really quick as well. And they are just perfect for the summer season that is rapidly approaching us. I will have my FAQ in the description box down below, so if you need help or if you have questions, check that out. But if you also have any additional questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and let's just get into the tutorial. To make these daisy chain bracelets, you're going to need to pick out 3 colors. One color to be your background color, one color to be the color of your flower petals, and one color to be the center of your flower. I'm using blue, white, and yellow respectively. We're gonna go ahead and cut all of our strings for our bracelet, and we're gonna start with the background color. This string will need to be your longest string out of all of them. Mine is cut at about 106 inches. And once you have that cut, go ahead and fold it in half so that at one end your 2 raw edges meet and the other end has a loop at the top. And we're gonna set that off to the side, and next we're gonna cut our petal color. This one will need to be your second longest string. Mine is cut at about 90 inches. And same thing, we're gonna fold this string in half so that the raw edges meet at one end and the other end has a loop. We're gonna set that off to the side, and now finally we're gonna cut our center color. This one will be your shortest string, and mine is cut at about 55 inches. And once again, we're gonna fold this string in half so that at one end we have our raw edges and the other end has a loop. We're gonna grab all of our threads here and group them up, lining up the loops at the top. And you can see here the ends are all different lengths. Just a further note, your string length for your bracelets might differ from mine, just depending on how you make your bracelets, how long you make it, your knot tension, all of those things. I'd recommend using these lengths as a guide to start out with, and then once you make 1 or 2 of them, you can kind of start to see, oh, this string can be shorter, or oh, I keep running out of my background string, I need to make it longer. So just keep that in mind. From here, we're gonna go ahead and start our bracelet. There are 2 ways you can start this daisy chain bracelet, and I have 2 examples here. So the easier way would just be to tie a knot, do your twisted ties, and then start making the bracelet, and then end it the same way that you started it. But the cleaner look, the nicer look, would be to do a stitched loop at the top, and then make your bracelet like normal, and then do 2 ties at the end here. It's up to you however you want to start your bracelet. If you are going to do the stitched loop, just make sure that you make your background string even longer than normal. I'm not going to be showing you how to do the stitch loop in this video because I do already have a video on how to do that. So if you need help with that, I will link that down below so you can go ahead and check that out. But the same rules will apply. But if that's too much for you to deal with right now, you don't know how to do it, don't worry. I'm just going to go ahead and tie a knot here. And I'm gonna do my twisted ties, and then we can go ahead and start making this bracelet. If you don't know how to do the twisted ties, I also have a video on how to do that, which I will link down below as well. All right, so I tied a knot at the beginning. I did my twisted ties for about 4 inches, it looks like, and then I tied another knot, and now we can go ahead and start our bracelet. So I am just gonna tape that down, and we're gonna go ahead and organize our strings accordingly. So your string setup for the daisy chain will be as follows. It's gonna go background, center, petal, and then petal, center, background. So we have kind of a mirror image of our string setup here. And we're gonna go ahead and start making the daisy chain. So we're actually gonna start with making the actual flower part first. So to do this, we're actually gonna start in the middle of our bracelet here with our 2 petal colors, and we're gonna go ahead and join these 2 with a forward knot. I'm gonna start with the left-hand side of my petal string here and use that, and then grab my next string in line going from inside to outside. This is one of those bracelets where it just makes more sense when you can look at someone doing it. It's really hard to explain, but with my center color and my petal color here, I'm gonna do a backward knot. I'm going to put that center color off to the side, and I'm still using my petal color as my leading string. And now we're going on to our last string in line here, which is the background color. And using these 2 strings, I'm going to be doing a backward forward knot. All right, we're gonna set those off to the side. I'm gonna move this center color over, and now I'm gonna use my other petal string on the right side as my leading string. And I'm gonna pick up my next string in line here, which is my center color. And with these 2 strings, I'm gonna be doing a forward knot. I'm gonna put that center string off to the side. Using my petal color still as my leading string, I'm going to pick up my last string in line here, which is the background color. And with these 2 strings, we are going to do a forward backward knot. Might get a little wonky up top here, so just be careful to kind of keep your knots straight. There we go. I'm going to move my background and petal color strings off to the side, and we're going to go back to the center of the bracelet here, only focusing on our center colors, and we're going to go ahead and join these with a forward knot. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Once we've joined our 2 center colors, we're going to go back to the middle of our bracelet here, and we're going to take our 2 petal colors, and those are going to be our leading strings. So starting with the petal string on the left, we're going to take that and then one of our center strings here next to it, and we're going to go ahead and do a forward knot with these 2 strings. As you can kind of see, that petal flower is kind of taking shape a little bit here. And we're going to repeat the same step on the other side of the bracelet with our other petal string on the right side now. And taking that center color next to it, we're going to do a backward knot with these. All right, and we're going to set those center strings off to the side. And we're going to focus on our 2 remaining petal colors here, and we are going to go ahead and join these with a forward knot. And there you have it. There is a nice, beautiful little daisy flower. We're going to go ahead and split this bracelet in half, grouping our strings on either side. And now we're going to go ahead and make these little loops in between the flowers. So I'm going to start with the left side, and I'm going to separate my background string from the other 2 strings here. So I have my background, and then I have my center and my petal grouped together. And I'm going to be using my background string as my leading string, and I'm going to start by doing a forward knot over both of these strings here, and then I'm going to do a backward knot over both of the strings. And that completes one full first knot here. It's pretty much the same process as making a stitched loop. You're just doing it in the center of your bracelet, and you can do as many knots as you would like. However many knots you do kind of just determines how much space is in between each of your flowers. I would recommend doing at least 2. I do 4 personally for me, but it's really up to you about how you want your bracelet to look. So I'm going to keep doing forward backward knots on the left side here. Until I've done my full 4 knots. Just like so. Once you finish doing all of your knots, however many you would like to do, we're going to repeat the same process on the other side. So I'm going to separate that background string from my center and my petal colors here. And using my background as my leading string, I am going to be doing backward forward knots over both strings here. And I'm going to keep doing this until I have reached my personal number of knots, which again is 4. And that is pretty much the full daisy chain process. So from here, go ahead and organize your strings again how they were in the beginning. So it goes background, center, and then petal, center, background. And you're pretty much just going to repeat that same process again. So we're going to start by joining our 2 petal colors in the middle here with a forward knot. And this is what's going to connect that little loop there, as you can see. And then we're just going to repeat that same process of making our flower. So we're doing the backward knot first, and then we're doing the backward forward. Then we're coming back to our other petal string. We're doing a forward knot first. Then a forward backward. We're going to focus on the middle here. We're going to join our 2 centers with a forward knot. Then we're going to round out that flower here with a forward knot on the left. Backward knot on the right. And then we will join those in the middle with a forward knot. And then from here, once again, we will group up our center and our petal colors, and then using our background string as our leading string, we will do those forward, backward, and backward forward knots the same way that we did the first time. Here, you're just gonna go ahead and keep repeating the pattern until your bracelet is long enough. And once you're ready to go ahead and end it, just make sure that you do end it on an actual flower here. You don't want to end it on the loop because they're going to just be like open, and we don't want that. So make sure you end your bracelet on a flower. And for me, since I am making my bracelet adjustable here, when I ended it, I just tied a knot, did my twisted ties again, and then tied it off again. But if you did do the stitched loop at the beginning here, you will have to make 2 ties at the end, so you can then thread through the loop like this and tie. And since you only have 3 strings here, I opted for braids for my tails here, so you could definitely do that. That's pretty much it, you guys. I'm gonna just keep making this until my bracelet is long enough.